Lebanese Hezbollah is falsely presenting Israeli ground operations as a failure in order to degrade Israeli will and underscore Hezbollah's own resilience in the face of massive Hezbollah losses since mid-September. Hezbollah claimed that Israeli forces have failed to take control of any tactically significant hills or ridgelines in southern Lebanon. Hezbollah asserted that Israeli forces have only advanced to the outskirts of Lebanese towns and are using propaganda images to misrepresent military successes. Geolocated footage and commercially available satellite imagery show Israeli forces are operating in the center of southern Lebanese towns. However, CTP-ISW observed on October 11th that Israeli forces also appear to have at least partially secured some villages in southern Lebanon, given the presence of Israeli journalists and unarmored engineering vehicles. Securing a village would require Israeli forces to prevent Hezbollah from using direct or observed indirect fire weapons against the villages. An Israeli military correspondent further reported that Israeli forces seized territory along ridges and hills just inside of Lebanon within a few days of the ground operation starting on October 1st. Hezbollah fighters and Israeli forces are in contact in the areas surrounding UNIFIL position 131 south of Labouneh, southwestern Lebanon. Hezbollah claimed that it has repelled repeated IDF attempts to advance from Ras Nakora and Jal al-Alam, northwest Israel, to Labouneh, southwest Lebanon, since October the 7th. Hezbollah said that its fighters engaged Israeli forces moving northwards from areas close to UNIFIL position 131 near Labouneh. Commercially available satellite imagery and UNIFIL reports confirm that Israeli forces have advanced to UNIFIL position 1-31 as of October 11th. The ongoing fighting close to UNIFIL position 131 is likely the cause of recent UNIFIL reports that multiple unspecified explosions have occurred close to the outposts and injured several peacekeepers. UNIFIL is present in southern Lebanon to monitor the implementation of UN Resolution 1701, which requires Hezbollah fighters to remain north of the Litani River and to take all necessary action to prevent the area from being used for hostile activities. Hezbollah claimed that its fighters continue to target IDF rear positions in northern Israel and support lines as part of its defense against Israel's ground operation in southern Lebanon. Attacks on IDF support elements are meant to degrade the IDF's ability to conduct effective ground operations. CTP-ISW has recorded Hezbollah attacks on IDF military targets along the Israel-Lebanon border, but has not observed any effect on Israeli ground operations. The New York Times reported that Hamas asked for Iranian and Lebanese Hezbollah participation in the October 7th attacks in July 2023, underscoring the coordination between Hamas and the wider axis of resistance before the operation. Hamas initially sought to attack in fall 2022, according to minutes from Hamas meetings that the IDF captured in the central Gaza Strip in late January 2024. Hamas delayed the planned fall 2022 attack to convince Iran and Hezbollah to participate. Hamas Political Bureau member and current deputy Hamas leader Khalil al-Hayya met with the head of the IRGC Quds Force Palestinian Affairs Office and a senior Hezbollah official in July 2023. Hayya specifically requested Hezbollah and Iran target sensitive Israeli sites as the Hamas attack began. The IRGC Quds Force official reportedly told Hayya that Iran and Hezbollah supported the attack in principle but needed time to prepare the environment. This meeting demonstrates that Iran had strategic foreknowledge of the October 7th attacks, but it remains unclear if Iran or Hezbollah had tactical knowledge of the attack's exact timing. Iran and Hezbollah's hesitation may reflect the reality that Iran and Hezbollah would have needed to prepare their own operational plans to support Hamas plans successfully, which could take many months. Both Iran and Hezbollah supported the theory of ground attacks into Israel from Lebanon and the Gaza Strip, and Hezbollah had prepared to undertake such an attack if necessary. Hamas' decision to move forward with the attacks, despite a lack of Iranian and Hezbollah full-scale involvement, reflects differences in the relative prioritization of objectives within the axis of resistance. The New York Times reported that Hamas leaders felt pressure to attack Israel due to a variety of factors, including Israel's deployment of a new air defense system, ongoing Israel-Saudi Arabia normalization discussions, and Israeli actions in the West Bank and with the Al-Aqsa Mosque in Jerusalem. Israeli forces in summer 2023 conducted a series of operations against Palestinian Islamic Jihad and Hamas elements in the West Bank. This divergence in prioritization of specific objectives further underscores the reality that the axis of resistance is not a monolithic system of Iranian proxies, but rather an unconventional alliance network of like-minded actors across the Middle East, led and dominated by Iran.